Welcome to Arogyasandhan Perfume Academy. Good morning, friends. Today we'll discuss Agarbatti perfume making process, how you can make it, and especially we'll make CHAMPACA, Michelia CHAMPACA, Golden Michelia, or CHAMPACA. This fragrance is very strong fragrance, and in Agarbatti, strong fragrance is desired. So the formulation of Agarbatti perfume, I have already told in various videos that here fixatives will be always more. Fixative will be 40% plus. Fixative 40% of the total amount, because the burning capacity of the fixatives, especially resinoids, are more than normal chemical. So our top notes and modifiers will be 50% or less, and 10% will be blenders and aldehydes. So first we can go one way. First we will see what is the top note for Michelia Champaka or Golden Champa or Swarno Champa. What is the basic chemical, basic top note? If we decide the basic top note, then other chemicals can follow it. So any perfume, before your learning, before your preparation, you should make a formulation depending on the base top note chemical. Even you can go for base note chemical also, but top note chemical plays a key role in perfume formulation. But in case of Agarbatti perfume, base note plays equally important role in perfume formulation. Here in Champaka, in Swarno Champa, in case of basic and top note should be the methyl benzoate. It is very cheap chemical. It costs around 400 rupees per kg. Whereas it is the chemical which plays a key role in case of Golden Michelia or Swarno Champa or Champa. As I have told in the last video, that you can change it or combine it. Nowadays actually simple flowery perfume people don't like. They want mixture. Even if you do Champaka formulation, there you can change it. That method I will let you know how you can change it. But today straight away I will not give you any formulation. But how you can make formulation, that I will tell. And I want your feedback either in my WhatsApp or in comment box. How you have made the formula after going through this video. You should go through this video for 3-4 times, then purchase the chemical and then make a formulation. Then let me know where is the problem, whether you are getting diffusion, whether you are not getting proper smell, or it is not appropriate. Whatever the case, you send me the feedback and I will share my 30 years experience of perfume making. So here, first thing, as I told you, that methyl, I have already told, fixative you can give 40% plus, top notes and modifiers can be 50% plus, blenders and aldehyde can be 10%, plus. So this is the basic formulation. In Agarbatti, you can make it more, fixative it can be more, and aldehyde also can be added more. Blender plus aldehyde you can add more, so that once I have told you, if you add fixative more, then you can add aldehyde more to make the perfume stronger, so that you can add more DP for dipping. Suppose you are making 4:1, you can make it 10:1. That art you have to adopt by practice and practice and practice. Nothing else. Today my class is for not for the beginners, for the persons who know little bit perfume. For the persons who know and have knowledge of perfume formulation, they can very well do it and can inform me how is their formulation. Now I'll go for details. Basically, 3 notes play very key role in Champaka perfume. This methyl benzoate, which is like wintergreen, phenolic, cherry, lang, almond, tuberose, such a very strong. This is a very strong chemical, cheap but strong chemical. It is sweet also, fruity. It is a jasmine. It is a phenolic. All these together, it is a very good smell. Then comes indole. Indole is animalic but very strong. 1% dilution is advisable. Here, as it is a Agarbatti perfume, we are suggesting for indole 10%. This is animalic. Extreme dilution, it gives a very sweet note. Extreme dilution. And camphorous note also is available in the Champaka. So, it flourishes. It is so diffusive, because all these 3 together plays a key role in formulating the Michelia Champaka. Now, what are the modifiers? That is also another thing you have to see. What are the modifiers? You see, modifiers, this top note, modifiers can be citrus, jasmine, rose, then mogra, then balsamic, then spicy, then herbal, woody. So all this can be modifier. If you want to make a simple formula, say I don't want to very luxurious or very costly thing. I want to very cheap rated formulation. That also you can do. First you see the how you can make a cheap rate good formulation for this. Today I will not quantify. I told you I will not quantify the amount which you should give, amount of chemicals which you should pour in. I will today mention only the, say, methyl benzoate, you can add 2-3 cheap thing for a simple formula. Benzyl acetate and phenyl ethyl alcohol, PEA, and another important chemical which will sweeten this methyl benzoate is DHM. Citrusy note, you can put DHM is very good for Agarbatti. All these chemicals are very good for Agarbatti. So, as a top note of your cheap rate formula, you can give methyl benzoate, benzyl acetate, phenyl ethyl alcohol and DHM. So, these 4 things you take, and you take in case of fixative. You see, fixative, you can add 2 things only. One is oak moss, resinoid, oak moss R, and another is sandela. You can add many things, but here first you make this formula. Sandela, oak moss, methyl benzoate, benzyl acetate, PE and DHM. Quantity you fix. And then spicy note you can give isoeugenol. Or eugenol also you can give for spicy note. Citrusy note you have given, rose note you have given, jasmine note you have given, and champaka note you have given. Fixative mossy note you have given, oak moss. Sandala is for sweetening and it is woody note. So 6, 4, 7 chemical you have given. Now you give indole 10%. The thing is very compatible. It is very much useful with methyl benzoate. It mixes very nicely. You won't get, if you mix the both, you won't get the smell of indole. If it is point, say, even if you go for say 10 ml formulation or 100 ml formulation, if you go for 0.5, 5 ml, 5 ml for it, 100 ml formulation, this indole, smell of indoles will be combined with methyl benzoate, a very nice smell will be created. So, indole plays a key role. So, I have given you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 chemicals. I will go up to 10, not more than that. Now you can use benzyl acetate you have used, you can use Hedion blender. You can use Hedion blender. You can use methyl cedryl ketone, Barto fix. Here, fixative, Barto fix, little bit. So another 2 chemicals I added. Then you can give very strong things aldehyde. Aldehyde you give C12 laurinic. And to cope with this harsh note, you give IV carvaldehyde. IV carbaldehyde, or popularly known as triplal, TRIPLAL. Both, if you increase, both you give together. That means C11 if you give C10L 1 ml in your formulation, then here also you give 0.5 ml or more. That way I am telling you the ratio how you can make it stronger. Another thing I have to give you, that is camphor. Camphor and methyl salicylate. Methyl salicylate. Both will give the diffusion. Very good diffusion you will get. Camphor and methyl salicylate together. Another diffusion will be given by C12L and IV carbaldehyde or triplal, and isoeugenol, spicy note, citrus note, rosy note, jasmine note, and champaka note, mossy note, woody note, and ambery note. Indole is animalic note. So with this chemical, you can drop onto chemical, there is no problem. You can drop Vartofix, you can drop, say, if you want to drop, you can drop BA, benzyl acetate. You can make a formulation with this 10-12 chemical. So, I'll tell you, those who are learning, if you know very well, then you do it. Otherwise, you make a formulation out of this. Now I will expand this formula. How you can expand this formula, how you can convert this formula, how you can make it a more flowery, more mixed one, that I will tell you. We are giving training where we supply you a book of 160 chemicals. In 160 chemicals, what we give a list out, that how can, basing on one chemical, how can make perfume, hundreds perfume. How we are telling you? We are telling this process. This is a methodic. If you go for a method, then you can understand how one small formula I can make it bigger. You can add up to 50 chemicals. One 10 chemicals formula, you can make it 50 chemicals. But mind it, none of the modifier should be more than 2% of the total chemical. Modifier should not be more than 2%. You can go 2.5, 2.3, 2.5, 2. Or 3, but not more than that. So that you should keep in mind. Now you see, methyl benzoate, we can modify in so many ways. One is, if we add balsamic note, you can give 2% isobornyl acetate. Very useful for the agarbatti. Agarbatti, it is a very useful. You can add mogra. Mogra note you can add. That is cyclamen aldehyde or helional. You can add any one of these. To make it a bigger formula, you can add any of these: balsamic note, mogra note, floral note. Linalool is a must. You must give linalool. It is a compulsory for all the perfume. So you should add certain linalool. you can give to modify the top note more sweeter to more sweety, then you can give geranium. Geranium you can add little bit. For a herbal note, you can give eucalyptus oil or linalool acetate. When you are adding linalool, you can give linalool acetate. Rosemary oil or terpenyl acetate, you can use. Then fruity note is a must. That we are earlier formula we have not told you, but benzaldehyde, ethyl butyrate, OTBCHA or green acetate, benzyl propionate, any of these both are very, very strong. Very, very strong. These things you should use cautiously, but normal formulation, in any other formulation, the dose which we give benzaldehyde or ethyl butyrate, very small quantity. 0.03, actually 1 drop for 1 liter of perfume is enough. But here you can go for 0.5 ml per liter, you can go 0.5 or 1 ml. Even though this methyl benzoate will mix with this and good fruity note will come. So, all these things whichever I told you, linalool you can increase, others you give in the limit, but here benzaldehyde or ethyl butyrate, OTBCHA you can add more, no problem. It is a green acetate, apple note, but it is very good, woody and fruity note. And benzyl propionate is a jasmine fruity note, you can add. Then for the green note, you see, it enhances the top note. Green note not only modifies, but it has a diffusive power, strong diffusive power. Here, three things I have told: cis-3-hexanol, cis-3-hexanyl acetate, and styrylyl acetate. Any one or three together, you can give a small quantity for this Agarbatti formulation. So, how you can expand your formulation, how you can make a bigger formulation, how you can make it a more flowery, you can do this. Now, we'll give you fixatives, total fixatives. Meanwhile, I tell you, our residential perfumery course will be on 19, 20 and 21st January 2024 at our Arogya complex. And always you should know, whatever course we are doing, any surplus generated out of this is going for the benefit of orphan, mentally challenged persons living in arogyasandhan residential care home for mentally challenged. None of the trustees never take any money from this organization. This is not like a commonly known NGO. This is a voluntary organization where we offer, many of our members offer their valuable time and money for the benefit of education, disability, old age people, health care, purified water supply. So many things we are doing for the benefit of the people, downtrodden people, neglected people. So whenever you are paying any money, some people ring me and tell me, please reduce. This is very well, you are welcome. Yes, your also capability is to be seen. That is also we accept and welcome. But remember this is not for the benefit of any person, any individual. So we are regular donor to this trust. Now let us come to the topic. So now we will go for this we'll go for how you are expanding your champaka, and you are mixing the champaka with others. Say basically champaka is a very strong fragrance and very useful for agarbatti. It has a very good demand. This is why we can put aldehyde, fruity note more and more. But fixative plays a key role here, because fixatives are the heart of agarbatti perfume. Fixatives are the heart of agarbatti perfume. This first fixative we have told you, sandela you use always, sandela or sandalwood or sandanol or sandalore or Mysore sandal core. All this molecule base also you can add with this sandela to make your perfume costlier and more flowery and good diffusive. You can do it. Then I have told you oak moss. Already I told. Oak moss and methyl benzoate goes together hand in hand. So oak moss you can give as much as you, but try to use it 50% dilution. 50% dilution, and it is very well with this methyl benzoate. Then sandala you added, I told you sandanol, sandalore, Indian Mysore sandal core, Bagdanol, Sanjanol. So many names are there. Various companies has introduced various sandalwood molecules in different name. You can add with this sandala, but basic thing you should keep it. And along with this, you can make it more flowery, more attractive. Then oak moss will be 50% dilution in DPG, in DEP. Here you use DEP. And then I have already told you that you can make it a varieties. You can make it varieties. The burning capability of olibanum. Olibanum is well known. Olibanum blends well with the oak moss and sandala. It gives the diffusion in burning. So, I have, if you don't want to give more aldehyde, base note, then you can give terpineol. Suppose you want to use this, or you don't have olibanum, then you can add a terpineol. Terpineol, then you can give labdanum. Now you are ornamenting the fixatives. Fixatives ornamentation is such that you can add olibanum, you can add labdanum. If you, and here also oak moss, you can add evernil also. That is also mossy note. Evernil, mossy note. You can add it. It will be more diffusion and it stays for longer time. Both the things stay longer time. So it has also a very good burning capability. All these chemicals are having burning capability. And so terpineol you add, labdanum you are adding, here ambraxan also you can add. Ambraxan. It is only for 10%, very little quantity you give. It will give you very diffusion. It is a very costly chemical, but it will give you diffusion. Then labdanum you add. Other things you can add is musky if you want to change the formulation. See, I am telling you to make champaka. If you make it champaka, then you give this oak moss, sandela, and a few grams of olibanum. If you want to convert it, woody champaka, say you want to make a woody champaka note, then you forget this. You make it sandela and all these sandal notes. All these sandal notes, add it and add a little bit C18 to give it more sandal note. If you say fixatives only sandela, Bactanol, Sanjanol, Sandanol, Amimesi, Sandanol, then Sandela, all this together you want to make the formulation Champaka, woody Champaka note. You want to make woody or sandal Champaka note. Then you give all these things and add all other whatever I told, add there C18 to give boosting to sandalwood. Then if you want to make it a musky note, say you want to make a musky champaka, because nowadays people want to change the formula, mix formulation. Musky formulation means you can add astromusk, glaxolite, astromusk, then ethylene brassylate, then you can add musk ambrate, that is also good for very diffusive. Then musk ketone, it is very sweet note. Then musk xylol. Then all this combined together, tonalite, another very good chemical, tonalite, fixolite. All these things, all these musky notes, you give top. All these musky note you give as a base notes. Then you can modify with small things, but go for the top notes all. Another 60% you give top note modifier, and aldehyde you give C12, L, C9, C10. You can give an IV carbaldehyde or triple. And for a green note, you can make 6,3-hexanol, 6,3-hexanyl acetate. It is a fruity note. Always it should be 10% only. Then you can go for this lang also. You can add lang. So all these lists, whatever chemical are compatible with this methyl benzoate are given in our book. But for your information, we don't print more books. Many people ring me and tell that please send one book, I am sending money. But we don't give this book, because unless you go for this course, you cannot understand what is that book. Number one. Number two, we don't want to make easy money. Otherwise, I could have told you very well that yes, take this money, this and give. We give value to your money. Your money you should spend for the welfare of the people as well as for the enhancing your knowledge. Otherwise, money we don't take. Money is for your knowledge and for the welfare of the people. If you agree with this, then you can join the course and you can know how to make the perfume. I will share my knowledge of 30 years experience, more than, now it is 32, 33 years. Now it is 33 years experience. So this experience, you see, we have the chemicals. A lot of chemicals are there, which are very costly, from the ranging of 500 rupees to 50,000 rupees per kg. So all the chemicals are for the experimental purpose, and you can get use of this perfume in these 3 days. In these 3 days, our Debabrata Sarkar will stay with you for 24 hours. And even if I take class for 8 hours per day, but you can do practice in the morning for 3 hours, in the evening also for 3 hours. With the available, all these chemicals will be made available to you. One perfumer can be a good perfumer if he thinks of a rose, then so many chemicals one by one comes in his mind. If I think of a musky jasmine, then I should remember, I should feel the smell of the musky notes. If I get a perfume, then I should tell that what is there in the top note. At least similar notes I should have in my mind, in my memory. So perfume smelling or chemical smelling is a basic criteria. This is why residential course is a must. So many people comes forward and so many people come and tell me that go for a online course. No, we don't do that, because online course is for not for learning perfume. Online course can be for your want to formulation. I am doing business. I want to make jasmine perfume. Give me a formula or give 2 formulas. That sharing is a different thing. But if you want to make Agarbatti perfume, if you want to make detergent perfume, if you want to make the perfume for phenyl, if you want to make for room freshener, all the formulations are different. And to learn this, you must join this course. The course will be on 19th, 20th and 21st January 2024. And if you want to know things, then you go to the comment box. They are our Debabrata Sarkar, our Amit Adhikari, and our Bikash Panda's numbers are there. You ring them, or you can ring me. My both the numbers are there, and there is a WhatsApp number is there. You can always communicate. 93310 31650 is my WhatsApp number. You can give your queries to WhatsApp number, and moreover, whatever you taught, make a formulation and send me in my WhatsApp what you make, what is the difficulties you are facing, whether you want any alternate chemical, whether you want to know about the chemical and details. Please send me in my WhatsApp. Thank you very much. Thank you.